Prestige. Jay, why you do this? Was a question not meant for me. Oh, sorry, I thought I could jump in on that. I knew it wasn't a question for me. I knew that when I jumped in on it. Alright, I won't jump in on your next one. How were the Darkspawn created? Greed. A good answer. Bronca's journal, quick check. Wow. Yeah, that never happens. Jay never comes back from breaks. He just leaves and it's just break screen all day long. We're closing in on 6 hours. BS has been doing the weirdest thing. Weirdest damn. OBS has been losing time since I reinstalled the Streambox a couple months ago. It's been doing fine as far as I can tell for the stream. Not throwing anything off in the recorded videos that I know of, but it is sometimes losing time. It thinks the stream's been going for 5 hours and 49 minutes. It's off by about 10 minutes. Cheers. BD Gray, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Chanter says, what? Return to Filda. You found Ruck in the lost Dwarven Tigers of the Deep Roads. How come I didn't stop to talk to Ruck more? Filda would weep to see him this way. I know we get to talk to Filda and we have options. What do we tell Filda about what we found of Ruck? But now that I think about it, wasn't there a conversation with Ruck about his family that we didn't have? Anvil of the Void, head towards the Ortentide. At Paragon of her kind, find Bronca for Lord Haramont. Tale of the Crosscut Drifters has revealed the location of an old cache in Caridin's Cross. We should go back there. We're done, we should go back there. Guess that's unfinished. This looks like someone's journal. The cover is battered and torn, but intact. You leaf through the desiccated pages. The text catches your eye. Found evidence today that the Anvil of the Void was not built in Ortentide. We will go south to the Dead Trenches. The Anvil is somewhere beyond. My soldiers tell me I am mad, that the Dead Trenches are crawling with Darkspawn. That we will surely die before we find the Anvil, if we find it. I leave this here in case they're right. If I die in the trenches, perhaps someone can yet walk past my corpse and retrieve the Anvil. Or if it remains lost, so do we all. I have not returned and Oghren yet lives. Tell him, no, what I have to say should be for his ears alone. This is my farewell.
Bronca was thinking about me. I knew she still cared. Old softy. Looks like the Dead Trenches is our next stop then. They say the Darkspawn nest there. Whole herds of them. But if that's where Bronca went, then that's where I'm going.
The map was... website that hosts the map was down yesterday. It's back up, where it was down at one point yesterday. Hunter, Peter, I don't know if you ended up on the map. I don't think I've got you on the map, but just curious, where are you at? Yeah, I'm here in Colorado, in Fort Collins. It's the northmost part of Colorado, almost Wyoming. The Dead Trenches we go. Road for life. Want to know what a Darkspawn horde looks like? Their illustrious leader. Snake, hello. The Dead Trenches. Six more hours. We're halfway through a 12-hour stream today. This is a boss fight? Not precisely. Precisely. Early in the stream tonight, early in the Deep Roads, I said, oh, are we at the Legion of the Dead? We were nowhere near the Legion of the Dead. Finally, we've arrived. These are the Legionnaires. Help them out, eh? Morgan's gonna move up and actually drop that there. I also don't know if the Legion is gonna move up into it. Or if friendly fire applies to NPCs. It certainly does to party members. Did she land a blizzard on the bridge? She did. Nice. Said Ogren running right in. Ogren, no! Come on, bring it back here, man. Bring it back here. They're just battling too fast. I'll let the Legionnaires clean these guys up. Got more coming? Perfect. Morgan, drop something on the bridge. Think an earthquake will bring the bridge down? Let's hope not. Hey, Kid 3, what's up? How you doing? We're making our way through the deep roads. Pretty good pace now. Popsicles. Bunch of dead popsicles. Who's left? Couple waves. It's not an unlimited spawn, is it? Till we push a... If this is an unlimited spawn, someone please remind me. I just got this weird feeling like this is an unlimited spawn. Can't be, right? No unlimited spawns. Hey, thank you, Kid3. YouTube needs more attention this year. Originally, setting up the YouTube channel was just to archive all the streams and post highlights. But I'd like it to have better shape, better organization, guided playlists and groups of things. But I'd like to keep working on it this year. Thank you for checking it out, though. They keep coming until you advance far enough along the bridge. Well, frack me. Everybody on me. I don't want to walk into my own cloud, but... Hogren just... Alright, I'll do it. Oh, we haven't even spoken to the Legion yet. This doesn't feel right. I don't remember advancing all the way across the bridge before even having a conversation with the Legion. So weird. Fight and then backtrack to talk to the Legion? Something's not right. Alright, Darth, we'll see you later. Hey, Miss Misery. Just doesn't seem right.
Wins again.
Yes. Mess them up. Actually, I'm carrying a bow. I could join in the ranged fire, but... Go back and talk to him while it's safe. Just clean him out. How about that? You'll be out of combat for a bit. I mean, before I engage that Alpha. That Alpha sees us, but let's try. Let's see if we can't go back. I just don't want him to respawn, you know? We got a Shriek, just 2 Shrieks. Alphas? You play your dwarf, you're gonna be stacking potions, making as many as possible for the circle tower. Yeah, plan. Hey, Jamie. Good to see you. You've been watching Metal Gear. Which one? MGS4?
I trust Vala, Grey
There we
Warden.
go. I trust
I've never
Vala.
seen one of your kind in the deep roads.
Hey, Harsano, thank you for the follow. Welcome
I have
aboard.
detected a signal embedded in the static.
Welcome. And yet, you don't sound surprised.
In the Legion of the Dead, we abandon our lives to be free of fear, free of hopeful blindness. The coming blight is obvious to
Hey,
us.
everybody, welcome
Surprise
Harsano.
is not that you have come. but you
Welcome
have
aboard
come
the
in so
starship.
small a number. What do you want here, Warden?
Looking for Bronca. We're working for your next king. Hi, Melissa. I am looking for allies. I guess I'm here for Bronca.
Who put this dull idea in your head? We got other things
No
to worry
worries.
about on Orzammar.
No worries. Cheers.
Now I see. The Deep Lords in the Assembly can't make up their minds, so the Pretenders need added influence. I get that right?
About right? Give me a better idea.
It's not my job to shore up the Assembly chasing dead legends. The Legion holds a line so those fools have time to put an ass on the throne. After that, we'll be the first into the dead trenches. Might even tackle your blight, though that's a surfacer's problem. You want to go digging blind? You go right ahead.
Can you tell me more about the Legion?
We die in the eyes of our brothers so we can fight without fear. It offers redemption for the promise of the greatest sacrifice. That's all you need to know. To say more invites judgment, or worse, imitation.
Left out an important part. They get sweet-looking armor. You're not concerned about the coming blight?
Why? The other kingdoms only care when the Darkspawn march in the light. But they are always here, always pushing. Your nightmare is my everyday. Our resolve gives you a rest between blights. A surge on the surface would give us a break. When the time comes, I'll care for a good dwarven reason. Sod the rest.
Sure, you've heard of the Anvil of the Void.
Like dusters, I've heard of respect. Never seen it. And if it exists, it wasn't meant for me. But if you're looking for paragons, you may as well look for the Anvil. And Endless Lyrium. Let us know if you find any paragons. You're as likely to find a dozen as one. And Warden, watch yourself. Drunks make poor allies.
Thanks, Hades. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you later. Cheers. Don't work too hard.
It shall be done.
Or work extremely hard. Then reward yourself with playtime. Work hard, play hard. Orzammar History, Chapter 2. You're losing the war against the Darkspawn, slowly. Few men at a time, but losing all the same. The warrior caste was dwindling with each generation as more able-bodied men perished in their prime, without fathering sons. With each generation, more of the deep roads had to be sealed, more ties lost forever. The kings of Orzammar watched, and wondered how long it would be until nothing remained of our people but the memories. And then Paragon Caridin arose from the Smith caste with a new weapon, golems. Giant soldiers of living stone and metal, each one was an army. With the Paragon's golems, we began to retake the lands we had lost. For a while, there was hope that victory, final victory, was coming. But at the height of the war, Paragon Caridin disappeared, and with him the means to make golems. Several forays were made into the deep roads to search for the Paragon, but nothing was ever found. Over time, the golems we had were damaged beyond repair, and we began our slide once again towards extinction. Welcome back, KG. Welcome back. Not out for the night, huh? Awesome. One, follow me. Man, Oghren ran fast on those little legs. I may have to move up a little more, but let me take a look. How far can I get these spells? Not quite far enough. You move not past this line. I can take the party.
I am yours.
Here.
Darkspawn.
That might work. I'm torn. They're all gonna move, right? They're all gonna move. They're not gonna stay there. They might rush the bridge. This... definitely a gamble, but by placing it here and assuming for the moment they rush the bridge.
I am here.
Come on, but I need just archers? All archers and one alpha? No, we got an ogre. What else? Nobody else is coming yet. Oh, very close. Magic numbers rolling in soon.
Ready?
Sweet. I don't think the Death Cloud caught much, but the Blizzard didn't do too bad. Or the Earthquake didn't do too much. Let's pull Morgan back. Back.
I am armed.
That ogre not coming this way? Oh, look who is coming this way. Changed my mind. Morgan's going back to the front. Right now. Yeah, you guys stand there. That's perfect. Just stand right there. Thank you. Line up like that.
Strike.
Now let's get Morgan out of there again.
My magic will make
Ogre down! Ogre down!
Yep. Here. Orders?
Let's stop Ogren before he goes into that. Ogren's getting peppered with arrows. Oh, 2 for 1. And they're wiped out. Just like that. Hunter, what do I think about Fallout 1 and 2? Will I play them on stream someday? I never played them. Don't know if I would be comfortable streaming them. They seem like they very interesting. You have to take a lot of time. A lot of time to learn to play them right. Look at what I did with XCOM. Think about the first and second Fallout games. I don't know. I really don't know. I've watched a few people play them and get who did not play them when they were out originally. They had a very hard time getting into them at all. Hey, Joe. How's it going? Where's your Z? You know we can't change that here. Welcome, welcome. Only in Discord, yep. Stellata Nagat. Dragon. The Blight is building, though it is years from being named by the surface. But the memories know the signs. The Legion has lost Bonamar, though in truth it was lost to the living long ago. The spawn are moving freely and have numbers even the memories haven't seen. They will surge, release, will fortify and follow. That is the way. Will always be so. Till we fall and the surface wonders what has changed.
Very well.
What do you think, Hunter, about the first 2 Fallout games? Not just are they good, but what do you think about someone who never played them trying to get into them? Oh, look who joined us. You can wait. You can wait while we loot.
Well, Grey Warden, I'll give you credit for backbone. You've dug a line through the spawn. Still no sense in your head, but you've got skill.
No new conversations.
Grey Warden.
Same options we had before the bridge. Guess we could have fought through and then spoke. Might have been more straightforward. Oh, there it was again. Oh, that one earlier. We need to flesh out the ice cream list. Wait, was there a doorway I missed? On this way? Why did we cross this bridge? Was this not my way out? Was I not meant to go through here? I know I always come down here. Gates. What am I missing here? Could be a hitbox on the door. Can someone be my backup brain for a moment? Even though it's peanut butter. Sweet. Right over here. Everybody on me. Everyone, Ogren over here. Or something like that. Want those archers to close in.
You cannot win.
Which they're not doing. Everybody stay. Attention. Pull back. Here they come. No, just the one still. Ogren, come with me. Ogren, stop. It's a trap. It's a trap.
On it.
I am ready.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
As you say.
Hunter, you know he's joking, right? He's joking. Not sure your kappa was big enough, though. Entropy. Hunter, you know you're very, very welcome here, right?
I am ready. Don't give them the advantage. Come, let us end this.
And an emissary. Now that emissary might be able to hit me with the spell even though I've pathed around the corner. That chain lightning. Yeah, look at that. That's totally how it should work, right? Chain lightning through the wall. They're not coming. They're all stationary. Buddy on me. Buddy hold here. Drop some nasty spells on him, please.
Here.
That was cool. They went off into the corner. It was smart. Not gonna save you. Wipeout.
Your wish.
You actually move out.
Beams ahead.
Ogren, hold the door.
Send me.
As you say. I shall do it.
Here I am.
Did anyone ever cast a spell in there? Did it ever land? It doesn't look like it. Everybody move! Boots of the Legion. There's a full set of Legion armor. Looking armor. The Dead Cast. Friends, we have argued long, but I would propose a different direction. It is not unprecedented that one of our numbers should end up in the Legion of the Dead. Memories attest to some bewildering falls from grace. Only his choice to volunteer has propelled this beyond mere scandal. The question we must ask is, does this serve us? The Legion has always seemed a last hope of redemption. If a noble joins their number, by choice no less, this can only do good things for enrollment. We sacrifice only one foolish member, the last of a troublesome house. His reforms are better shouted at the Darkspawn than in these halls, I say. Let him go. This is the writ that was passed, Durius. I hope you can live with your decision, because you're lost to it now. From Assembly Minutes regarding the Legion of the Dead. Addendum unknown.
I shall do it.
Lada Nagat. We read some of this. Which is the new part? "7-0 Storm. The wars continue in the depths, and the border tigers are lost. Orzammar fortifies and holds, but the lost ground is not regained. Remains dead space where Darkspawn multiply. It was a surge, but the surface was not breached. There was no great archdemon behind them. No blight was declared, no rallying cry was given. The wardens slumbered. After centuries of constant skirmishes, a trend becomes clear. The first line of defense, unacknowledged for centuries, weakens."
As you say.
This section of the bridge is, bridge is out. The bridge is out.
Very well.
Too narrow to do anything useful with the setup here. Try and keep the casters out of the doorway. When people rush through, keep Oghren in the doorway. If anyone rushes through,
Shall we? As you say.
drop some bombs on them. Ooh. Emissary got Oghren in a crushing prison. Better than Alyssa. Stop. Oh man, the spider had to get all the way through, didn't it?
Let's finish this.
Trap triggered, trap triggered. What traps? Yes, the death cloud is still up. Who's left? Just the emissary. I think the emissary has stepped out of the cloud. Better to run through the cloud and finish off the emissary than wait to see what the emissary is going to cast through the cloud. I don't know if you saw Hunter Peter. I posted the link before, but I don't know if you saw the map. But if you're curious about where people are, you can see. There's the link. Maybe you looked at it already. I'm missing a fair amount of chat here.
I shall do it.
Shaper's life. Oh, which is the part we haven't read yet? This is an entry we already had that's been appended. Before the Darkspawn, the stone held an empire. Dozens of Tigers, each cavern a shade of dwarven pride. Communities separate but united. They fell by degrees. Ruins crumbled into tombstones, a forgotten glory. But the stone is a living history, and absence can reveal more than constant scrutiny does. As the stone shifts, he chooses what remains buried and what must see the light. Shapers must return, must walk the lost way, so the children of this stone can see what has been surrendered and what can be gained. This is the sacrifice of the Shaper. Sorry, Hunter Peter. All good. Just making sure you knew it was there. Alright, let's do this one a little differently. Morgan. And Ogren and I by the door. Hey there, Steph. How you doing? Ogren. We could... Ogren's gonna need taunt. At this point, I don't think it's gonna matter. But he's missing a two-hand sweep. Destroyer, if I could just get him to 40 strength. But I can't in one level, only to 39. And an attribute bonus won't count for skills, so... Pretty good, Steph. I'm pretty good. It's I'm waiting for it to warm up here. I've avoided the crazy heat. Yesterday, past 2 days, I had my AC off and just fan in the window. He hasn't been doing so hot, but I don't know. I turned my AC on last night, cooled the house down. It was cool this morning, but then I caught my AC not working so well. So I turned it off and put a fan back in the window, and I'm just kind of waiting for my place to start cooking today. Are you off to bed? Sea Star? Getting late, getting late. Thank you. Have a good night. See you on the other side, Sea Star. Sleep well. Yeah, I kind of missed that. Let's avoid. Let's avoid the internet. Classic internet discussion traps. Like the one we just sailed by.
Very well. So be it.
I don't think the blizzard got cast. Once again, the blizzard did not get cast. It could be... Could just be where I'm dropping the reticle. But I feel like I'm checking it every time, and I keep ending up with no blizzard.
So I am ready.
Because the casters are the ones who cause so much damage. They're the ones with the aggro. That's why the Genlocks are running right out of the door, right past Oghren and Alyssa, and going for the casters. The demon's awake. Do you know what that means? The demon's awake. Demon has not been here all day. That means someone else might be there. Gloves of the Legion. That's 2 parts of the Legion set.
I shall
Boots
do it.
and gloves.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Sure
I am armed. Yes.
The demon is awake. Maker, help us all.
Too easy.
Yeah, I walked with my own blizzard. I didn't want to wait.
Cross me and you shall pay. It shall be. My skill has won the day. I am ready.
Bliss is going down before she gets out of that crushing prison. Did get 2 heals. I don't think she's getting out of it. Okay. Got out of the prison and now her face is being eaten. Oghren, get in there.
Begin the onslaught.
Emissary backed off. Let's go in as a group and wreck it. Of course, might mean we get wrecked by another. Change of plans. Turn. Hey, everybody back here.
Back up.
Morgan's got her back to the emissary. Well, Morgan's gonna have to get to work on the emissary then. And boom! Down goes the emissary. Here comes Ogre! So, Steph, backing up here, sort of drifted off there. How are you doing, Steph? Is it cooking where you are too? Seems it's cooking everywhere. Colorado, I complain, but Colorado's actually not got the bad heat right now. We've got 80s, other people have 90s, over 100. Really got nothing to complain about.
Where to?
What happened to Morgan's blizzard? I saw her start moving her hands. What happened to her blizzard? Once again, it didn't trigger. I know she has wounds. A lot of people have injuries.
Yes.
See, she's casting it. What happened to it?
Very well.
It's hot the last couple days, but this week is cooler. Cooler.
I am ready. Let's finish this.
Death Cloud didn't go off.
Look there. Cunning trap.
Why they're not advancing? It's the trap. Oh, let's try the Death Cloud again. Oh, land it. Just cast the thing. A lot of my family back east has the humidity to deal with. We don't usually get too much of that here in Colorado either. Another way we're usually lucky. It's pretty dry most of the time. It's a dry heat. Tripwire, tripwire. Is there no way to disarm that? I shall set it off. What have I done? I set it off and...
We must gain the advantage.
more highly scripted enemies. They're not allowed to move, huh?
An order.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Here. It shall be done.
Can't even hit a frozen Urlock. Yeah, I'm not much of a ranger.
Quickly, we must fight. Now we do battle. Skills have won the day.
Oh, happy day! Your happy dance. Yeah, that's no good. Oh, Blood Wolf, when you're in a hot house, take a cold shower, and when you're done, you end up sweating. And when you when you can't cool off after a shower, can't dry, can't cool. Never been to Vegas, Hunter. No, I haven't. I've driven past. I've driven through Las Vegas. Or past Las Vegas. Driven through Nevada. Also, we have another state in between. We got Colorado, Utah, Nevada. I just flipped them. Oh, right. Basically, I'm not sure I'll... Utah was beautiful, but I'm not sure I'll ever go back through Utah. Vegas is a scary place to me because I don't have any money for Vegas. It's even possible to go to Vegas without spending a lot of money. Let me think about where I want to go here. I think we want to go clean up this area and then head through. Alpha guy first. Another piece of the Legion of the Dead armor in here. I think this room is a dead end. I mean, it's a big room that want to fight through, but I don't know if we pass through it. Yeah, let's bring everybody up here. Let's clean that room out and we can figure it out.
Very well.
Ogren, you stay. ideal. Ogre didn't touch a single one. I didn't bring them close enough. Hey, there she is. Hey, Lamia. How are you doing? Oh. Ooh. Real frame drops? We actually did have some frame drops. ETA is April 15th. Can you believe that message? I have been doing some more tests lately. It does not look like they've implemented their fix. I've seen some serious low numbers.
I am armed.
I hope the frame drops we had were just a small little group and nothing more. Can I lure a few more of you out? Come on. Get angry. Follow me. No, you're not going to follow me. Actually hit me, or if I broke line of fire.
Hurry.
Yeah, it has been. It's been stable enough for the stream for quite a while, so I crossed my fingers and stopped running any tests. Well, I was running pre-stream tests, but I was not running post-stream tests because that, during prime time, is when it would fail. I've just been glad that it was working. But since I got a new router, I've been trying to smooth out a couple hiccups, and I started paying closer attention to it again, and it does not look good. It's been good enough for the stream, but if they haven't fixed anything, then think about that. April, May, June, July, they're 4 months past ETA for this fix for a problem that's existed since last year. Whoa, Novo! Got angry. Get angry, show me your war face. Show you my war face. Lemon face. Tiger face. Lemon face.
Yes.
Those are huge numbers. Congrats on 950. Your week off to a good start. Forge Master and an Alpha. Very strange that they're not advancing. It seems like everything in this area is much more fixed in their positions. But why? It puts them at a severe tactical disadvantage if they refuse to move from their positions, and you can just drop area spells on them. There they go. At the very least, they should try to move out of the way of the spells like that. Prestige you off for the night. Good night. Good night, good night. We'll catch you on the other side. Try and stay cool, man. Well, the Forge Master keeps trying to... Ooh, lost his head. Kept getting interrupted trying to fire his bow, right? Should have moved in. Should have moved in. Dwarven massive armor. Did you live through it? Or was it just a glorious death? S7 taking on a Hans base. Tropic J dancing, an S7 style in your face. Priceless. That mean you won the day?
I shall do it. Very well.
Frost weapons. Whenever Morgan goes down, you get to put the frost weapons back up. Shit. Everybody healed up.
The dark spawn have. Let's finish this.
She only got one. Like these shrieks are actually pillaging the party very quickly. Surprised how much managed to do like that. I guess the way they warp, the way they phase in and out. I thought a couple of them were dead that weren't dead. They just disappeared, came back with very little health left, but in a position to slaughter someone. Got some group heals. Both have group heals. Fire them off. And already did.
I am wounded. I am ready.
Morgan's down. Get Morgan back up. Some really nasty little ambush. Man. Guess not. Guess not. Young, non-existent. What's happening? Hey, Young. Oko. What are you doing? Shrieks. Who likes shrieks? Does anybody like shrieks? I don't like shrieks. Okay. Walked into another room before and thought it was this one. What do I remember about this fight? Spills out into this part of the room. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I remember. Gonna get a cutscene. Good.
I am ready.
Close, but no. Close, but no. Ogren, you want to fight the guys who are beating on you? Release those. Make me tell you to attack those. Nice. Young, you've been watching the Witcher 3 playlist. Curious, are you watching the one from recently or the one from last year? Was it the blind playthrough or the NG Plus? I'm glad you're enjoying it so much. Thank you for letting me know too. The YouTube channel doesn't get a whole lot of written feedback. Every once in a while someone comments, but should have dropped an area spell in there. Let's get Alyssa out and let's try for another Cone of Cold. The last one failed. Let's get this one right.
Yes.
2, 3, fire. Much better. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I am ready. Your ruling shows some dignity, fool.
Oh! Just wreck the group. Hey Lance, what's going on? What's happening, man? Totally missed you rolling through. What's up? What's up? Who did that? Who did that? Emissary. Of course.
I am ready.
Anyone managed to knock that emissary down or do something good? Okay, emissary's on his ass. Change your plans. Everybody on the emissary. Pronto. Wreck the guy. Wreck him now. Make him dead. 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 Dead! Kicking back a while before work. Nice. Young, you've been watching the NG Plus. Yeah, the blind playthrough.
As you say.
Sort of a whole nother ball game. I know that the NG Plus is missing some parts, so I'm sorry about that. But if you've played the game before, probably won't worry too much about the missing parts in the NG Plus. They exist somewhere. Armor of the Legion. All we're missing is the helmet. There shouldn't be any missing parts for the NG Plus. But some of them may be nearly unrecoverable. It's a long-ish story. 512 Exalted. The surface declares the fourth blight. A number that means nothing to the stone. In the depths, the events are inverted. Our blight spanning the interim years. 7 generations of shifting lines and darkness. Our ancestors are the reason the surface kingdoms don't know a darkspawn by sight. Why even their eldest have never heard an accounting firsthand. They believe the blights are defeated by a gathering of allies with singular focus. Eventually, they will be lost by attrition in the depths. The spawn surges and releases. We fortify and follow, although doubts are raised. Is it?
It is begun.
First day they come and catch everyone.
Very well.
Second day, they beat us and eat some from meat.
Now I'm curious what you're talking about. AG, Lance, what are you talking about?
Fifth day they return and it's another girl's turn. Sixth day, her screams we hear in our dreams.
Yeah, Jamie, I think so. It does depend on the game, though. There are some games that...
Seventh day, she grew as in her mouth they spew.
There's some games I couldn't get into playing until I had seen them. I tried to get into Dark Souls series, starting with the first Dark Souls game, not Demons, but Dark Souls, a few times, and I couldn't get into it. And I finally watched someone who I really got into watching on Twitch play Dark Souls, hardcore runs. It would be Milt, RIVD. But anyways, I watched Dark Souls, and after watching someone play through it, that made it so cool for me. I had to get into it. Didn't ruin the game at all. It's what got me into it. Same thing with Outer Heaven. I had been told how good the Metal Gear Solid series was, but I really didn't know anything about it. It was too different. I was not ever able to get into it, never really tried. And then I watched the series played and just fell in love with it and watched it and watched it and watched it again and finally said, all right, I gotta play this. It was so much fun. That didn't take anything away from it. Watching it played first is what made it special for me. I missed them when they were new, most of them. That's the main path. Let's go this way first. But say a Telltale game, like Telltale Walking Dead. That game, if you were going to play it yourself and you watched someone else play it first, I think that would take a tremendous amount away from it. You would know what a lot of the decisions led to in an outcome, and then that would completely change your feeling when you were making those decisions. Would it ruin it? I don't know if it would ruin it, but it would completely alter the game. I think there's an emissary back in that room too. Get Morgan. We're getting kind of out of there. Oh, we're gonna move him up a little. And a little further back if she's willing to go. Okay, Emissary. We've got two emissaries. Two emissaries, and we cannot let them stand. I don't know if the earthquake will actually knock them down. We're going to try. Morgan is webbed, all right. We won't be webbed forever.
I shall do it. Begin the onslaught.
Should have been a lot more aggressive with this first emissary. Finish it! One emissary down.
Hurry.
Stonefist is great. Knock a caster on his ass like that. And hopefully he never gets up again.
Very well. It shall be done. Very well.
Game is chugging again. Had quite a few playthroughs of this game. Some on Mac, PC, even one on PS3. Frame rate on PS3 was awful. But never remember the game chugging on any of my PC playthroughs.
And devours her kin.
It's supposed to be... The voice supposed to be disembodied. Are we supposed to see someone who is saying that? Aren't we following someone who's saying that?
As you say.
Now she does feast, as she's become the beast.
This might be the cutscene. I'm still gonna position everyone. If it's not.
Your wish? I shall do it.
First day they come
There she
and
is.
catch everyone.
Espeth.
Second day, they beat us and eat some from meat. Third day, the men are all gnawed on again. Fourth day, we wait and fear for our fate. Fifth day, they return and it's another girl's turn. Sixth day, her screams we hear in our dreams. Seventh day, she grew as in her mouth they spew. Eighth day, we hated as she is violated. Ninth day, she grins and devours her kin. Now she does feast, as she's become the beast. First day they come and catch everyone. Second day, they
Let's talk to
beat us
Hespeth.
and eat some from
May
meat.
just know something about
Third
Bronca.
day, the men are all gnawed on. What is this? A human? Bland and unlikely. Feeding time brings only kin and clan. I am cruel to myself. You are a dream of strangers' faces and open doors.
Examine her closely. She appears to be suffering from a high fever. Her skin is pale, and she is covered in dark blotches.
First day they come and catch everyone.
This chant.
It's what I've seen. What I will become. I force it into verse, so it is fantasy. Unreal. That's the only place I can hide. Because they make me. They make me eat. And then, all I could do was wish Laren went first. I wished it upon her so that I would be spared. But I had to watch. I had to see the change. How do you endure that? How did Bronca endure?
Bronca, are you from Bronca's house?
Do not talk of Branka.
You just brought up Branka.
Ancestors preserve us. Forgive me. I was her captain. And I didn't stop her. Her lover, and I could not turn her. Forgive her. But no, she cannot be forgiven. Not for what she did. Not for what she has become.
Hespith. Lover in the dark. No wonder she left Oghren. What did she do, Hespith? What did she do?
I will not speak of
Please.
her. What she did. Of what we have become. I will not turn. I will not become what I have seen. Not Laren. Not Branka.
Where'd she go? Oh, there she goes.
She became obsessed. That is the word, but it is not strong enough. Blessed
She's
stone
supposed to be
has
invisible at
nothing
these
left
times?
in her.
No, right? We're supposed to see Hespith still, aren't we? So weird.
As you say.
One, two. Did we get them both? Or one? Yeah, we got two. Get two. I'll take one.
Let us end this! No glory!
He did a grab, but he died. And I can't move because I'm grabbed. What the shit? Move. My character is locked. Is that because the grab took effect? Did I just encounter some weird bug? Or am I overthinking it? He just moved once I switched focus. Wrecked! In the face! Oh, yes. Ogre finishers. We had more of those. We were on the other side. Do you recognize the bridge that was out? I think we were on the other side of this particular bridge. Speaking of, load limit reached. Mass will have an effect, he says. As long as it lifts us out, I figure. Should have specified within my lifetime. Give us time to talk, he says. How's a dwarf get named Shepherd? Up your shaft. No, really, because blah, 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 Axe answers, but I still hear him. Drip, ground. Drip, ground. Worse than his talking. Think I'll drop out for some air. Excerpt. Dwarven verse in one volume. Load limit reached. Anonymous scratching recovered from a cage hoist. Eventually. Hey, DJ, what's up? Oh, you do have a little time, KG. You do have a little time.
We tried to escape, but they found us. They took us all. Turned us.
So strange that Hespith Visible Hespeth is telling a story. Maybe the helm that I think we're still missing is in here? Or that's... no. Side door, then main door. Something like that.
Very well.
Yeah, we're gonna get cutscened, aren't we? Legion of the Dead relic, Legionnaire altar. Been attacked by all the other ethereal spirits. Helm of the Legion. Legionnaire's key. The Dead Cast. Read that part. Dearest Gilly. Made this report find the proper eyes. Casualty. We'll read this last part, but they don't always open up in order, so I don't know which is the new part. Casualty. Jurius Ferald, Lieutenant, found dead with his squad. The corpse was left untouched, suggesting the Darkspawn feared his spirit even in death. His ferocity in defending his men was corroborated. A Gemini Factor, thank you for the host. Everything is alright now, I'm here. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. His ferocity defending his men was corroborated by survivors before they succumbed to corruption. It is rare for a soldier's actual death to exceed the honors given at his enlistment. Ferald was an odd one, an agitator. Eccentric promises were disruptive, and I fear his death may demoralize more of the Legion than actually hurt his fantasies firsthand. He was committed to the stone with his insignia, as honorable a burial as we can manage with the spawn at our heels, but officially he has formed a second front. Better his foolish hopes are diluted by time than killed outright.
Enemies approaching.
Yeah, so a couple of them are heading for the door, and my companions. They're willing to hold their position. This might work. My companions hold their position and don't rush in. That to do.
Here.
One for me, the rest for you. Separated from my party by a blizzard and an earthquake. I'll just wait over here. They're closing in. But how about a cloud of death? They actually make it through the doorway. Ogren will have to deal with them. Not good. The wound is starting to smell a bit like almonds, and that is not good. I'm gonna freeze wind, but it's the only way to get them all on a cone. I'm also gonna run through the blizzard, which will knock me down at some point. Oh, blizzard's off. We'll just take a little bit of damage. Legionnaires down! Legionnaires down! think the heat is making mush out of all our brains. Gang Shade. Say that, Ganga. Angua. Something else. Stone has a will that surrounds and directs. She guides even when we are willfully blind to her influence. But she is not pure. The stone bears a corruption as old as balance. For the dwarves to prosper, the Ganga, the waste and unstable rock, must be cut away. But like the stone, the Ganga is also has an influence. Each of us must face this, must carve the worst of ourselves away. But the Legion of the Dead bears a unique responsibility. Only the fully adorned of the Legion can face the Ganga and cut into the darkness that afflicts the raw stone. She encircles us, and we must protect her, here where darkness meets light. Feel free to correct me anytime when I mispronounce things. If only Hazcat were here. The frequency is great. Can't always wait till I find out how to pronounce something to keep reading through. Pizza's en route. Gemini, you're having pizza today as well? About ready for another slice. Maybe on my next break, I'll wolf down a few more pieces. Legion armor requires 42 strength. Let's put Ogren in it. Think he deserves it? Helm. Inventory's getting very full. Here we go. That bonus too. Badass Ogren. Do you have any other two-handed weapons for him? They already got an iced two-handed weapon. Forge Master's Hammer. Not quite as much damage, more attack, 2 rune slots.
They took Laren. They made her eat the others, our friends. She tore off her husband's face and drank his blood.
Kind of like Entropic did the other day in XCOM.
As you say.
A lot of Nagat. The last one was Exalted. 3, 10 towers. They name it a blight, the third by their reckoning. It was just the fight to our ancestors continued even though it shifts setting. The hordes that press their border surge and release, spilling across the surface. They fortify and follow. It was not their way to let the enemy rest. 325 towers. The surface kingdoms declare victory. The horde is crushed, the push halted, and the celebrations begin as humans thank the skies and their maker. Beneath their gaze and their feet, the Darkspawn retreat to the steppes of Artaigs. New front lines are drawn across old. They settle in to breed, the memories say, as happened twice before, and likely in the darkness before that.
And while she ate, she grew. She swelled and turned gray, and she smelled like them. They remade her in their image. Then she made more of them.
Dead cast insignia, dwarven coat of arms with old ancestral ties. New field suggests that its bearer intended to either to join with the old house or create a new one. Show you what this is for. I believe it's for this. Lost to the memories. Find records of Orda's family in the Orten Taig. Orda has asked you to search for the long-lost House Orten. Records in the Taig. She believes that one daughter of the house may have survived the Darkspawn and that she is a descendant of that daughter. If Orda finds proof that this is true, she will be raised up as a noble. I think this is... No, the dead cast. No, I mixed two things up. Similar in a way, separate but similar in a way, because it's about finding records proving a lineage that allows a house to be created, in this case, restored in Orda's case. If proven, the lineage of the dead cast house symbol could lead to the Legion of the Dead being considered as a form of noble house in its own right. Must be entered into the memories in the Shaperit if the validity of the claim is to be tested. And the game is chugging again. I wouldn't mind reloading it. It did seem to help. I just don't have any experience of the game having this bad memory leak or anything that would cause it.
I shall do it.
Still, let's do a quick reload before we go into the next... Too late. Too late! We'll do it after. Good times. Hey, Tails. Welcome back. You were gone for a while, right? Oh, pretty, pretty. Look, did you see the Broodmother actually? That's a thing. That's a thing. Anytime. Yeah, Broodmother, say hi. Say hi. Broodmother, tentacles. Mother. Tentacles, tentacles, tentacles. Everybody's favorite hentai boss. Got a death cloud. This fight is, if I remember right, best done ranged. Of course, not everyone here is ranged. We've got Oghren. Can do no range. Get that spell cast? You didn't, did you? Why do you keep flubbing your spell casts? Come on now. I did a death cloud and I just switched to a blizzard. Regardless, cast, please. Tentacles are a priority. Expose the Broodmother. I think tentacles not only spawn, not only move, but maybe respawn. I need to stop telling everyone to do straight attacks or they will not engage their tactics and heal, etc., etc. Broodmother's not taking much damage. But I'm still going to drop more spells on her. Let the cloud tick away.
Yes.
Just did no damage? These tentacles? Oh, fake tentacles. Fake tentacles! Yay for fake tentacles. Oghren does not...
Every time I come in the kitchen,
What's up,
you in the
Crash?
kitchen.
Stopping by to say
In
hello.
the goddamn refrigerator.
Woo!
Eating up all the food.
What's going on, man? Welcome. separate Oghren so he doesn't get any of the same attacks hitting him. I should probably spread these two out.
Away with you.
All right, we got incoming. Herlock. Herlocks. Tell you what, Oghren. This one's all you, bud. All you. I got this. Or incoming? Alright then. What's Oghren doing? I just leveled in the middle of this fight. Okay. Actually doing pretty good, I think. All things considered. Broodmother's going down. Doing great. You've been lurking mostly. Stuff way off your list. Finished your busy summer, kids back in school. How is the whole family doing, man? They're doing really well. I don't quite have a whirlwind ready. Go get that Genlock. Yeah, I think I've died a few times at this fight. I can't remember what it was like on Nightmare, but I have to assume it was a real pain in the ass. Just like the rest of Nightmare. Bull pie!
That's where they come from. That's why they hate us. That's why they need us. That's why they take us. That's why they feed us. But the true abomination is not that it occurred, but that it was allowed. Branka, my love. Excellent! The stone has punished me, dream friend. I am dying of something
Dream friend.
worse than death. Betrayal.
Timing's pretty good. Just defeated the Broodmother. We're coming up on a break time. Ready to go. The last push. Though it's there's more than one thing. Yeah, we Deep Roads is big. Yeah, what do you all think? The Brazilian forest with the Dalish. That's pretty big. It's pretty spread out. Got the camp, the forest, the ruined city. Pretty long. The longest part of the Circle Tower is the Fade, but the Fade does not take this long. Circle Tower plus the Fade does not take this long. I think this is the longest of the sections. Orzammar and their politics, then the Deep Roads in different sections. It maze like Rockknocker, 25 physical resistance. That's a nice helmet. And Effort, massive armor. 4 gold. KG, you think we'll still manage to finish the main game? I think it's doable. We've got Landsmeet and then the push to the end after this. 4 hours left, but that means rushing. Well, there's a few possibilities. We're going to play it by ear either way. I don't want to rush. And the end of Origins main game is not the end of this playthrough because we've got Awakenings and Witch Hunt, and we probably won't do Golems, but there's plenty more to do. So it doesn't really matter when we end. If this rolls over into tomorrow, it rolls over into tomorrow. We can do the end game tomorrow. But if we're close enough, I will not only finish it, I would not be opposed to running a little late if we're that close. We'll see. This break is not going to be the deciding factor. The next break, we'll see where we're at, and I'll make a decision on that, or try to. I will see you all in about 10 minutes. Save. Mute. Pause. Cheers.